Welcome to the presentation of the IBM JAS for Service Management 1.1.2.1 Dashboard 3.1.2.1 on maintaining a load balancing cluster. After you complete this module, you will be able to use the consolecli command to perform this task. Analyze and update the class nodes, list current nodes in cluster, refresh the node with the latest content from the database, for example from the DB2, remove a node from the cluster to perform tech pack upgrades. The consolecli command .sh is for Linux and AIX, and the bat is for Windows. The commands are available from the -home/bin directory. Running the list.ha module command is to return a list of component modules in the cluster. You can use the node name as an optional parameter to the list.ha module command. When set to true, the local component modules are also listed. Otherwise, only modules from the database are listed. Here on this slide, you can see the example output of the consolecli.sh list.ha module --username admin ID --password admin ID password, and it lists all the modules that it's installed for your dash component. And the version is also included. Running the list.ha node command is to list the current nodes in your cluster and to determine whether they are active or not, view their synchronization status, and their version level of a dashboard application services hub. Here is an example of the command run in my local server using the consolecli.sh list.ha nodes -username, the admin ID --password admin ID password, and it output you can see the node name, the node status, whether it's active or inactive, and the node sync, whether it's in sync or not sync, and the node version that should be tied to your dashboard version. Run the force-ha refresh command on a node to refresh the node with the latest content from the database. The force-ha refresh export data from the database and import it locally. The database module version for Dashboard Application Service Hub must be lower than local node for export and import to succeed. Use this command to upgrade a cluster when there are no nodes that are in sync when within the database module version. Use the force-ha refresh command and verify the result, and then you can use the force-ha update command to update the database. Refer to this example ran in the local server using the consolecli.sh force-ha refresh --username admin ID --password admin ID password, and it will show you that it's starting the CMS export, and there will be a directory and a file created as a root IBM JAS SM UI output data.zip file. If there are errors with the command, you can refer it at the log file at root IBM JAS SM UI log consolecli.log. To force a database update after running the force-ha refresh command, as an administrator, run the force-ha update command. The force-ha update command pushes the local configuration to the database and updates the module table to match the local node's module version. Notifications are sent to other nodes to synchronize. Notified nodes with module version that match those of the originating nodes are synchronized. Notified nodes with module version that do not match go into maintenance modes until an administrator updates their module accordingly. Here you can refer to the output of the consolecli force-ha update command ran in a local server. The output that shows that the force-ha update is successful. The command completed successful. If it's not, please check your consolecli.log for the error message. Run the remove HA node command on a node to remove it from the cluster. This command is used to permanently remove a node from the cluster before you delete the WebSphere application server data source. If the data source was deleted beforehand, this command can be run from another node to remove a separate node by specifying the relevant node name. There is also an optional active parameter that is used for cleanup purposes. If options are true, false, unreachable, if true is specific, then all the active nodes in the database with status of active that are not reachable are deleted. If false is specific, then all the inactive nodes in the database are deleted. If unreachable is specific, then all the nodes that are unreachable from the nodes are deleted. Please refer to this snapshot on how this consolecli.sh remove HA nodes is ran. It will show that the remove HA nodes is successful, and will advise you to use the list HA nodes command again to check your current nodes that is in the HA. And also, if the active parameter is specific, then you do not need to use the node name parameters. If you specify both a node name parameter and the active parameter, then the active parameter is ignored.